Course, there we go. Welcome to the Happy Hour Show. My name is Alan Chamo. I'm the host of the show, and we are in episode 27. Thank you for joining us on Zoom and on YouTube Live. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, put a comment. I'll be happy to bring it in as well. And the most important thing, subscribe to the channel. For those of you joining for the first time, this is the Happy Hour Show. We started it back in September in order to bring people together while physically apart. And we are featuring artists from all over the world, amazing talent. And every week we have a different guest. Today we have a very special guest. His name is Armando Anto. He's a comedy violinist, super funny guy. He also plays the violin, but he's here because he's funny mostly. And he was on episode 1, and now he's back. So you can imagine if he was in episode 1, I chose him to start the series of the show because he is super funny. So stay tuned. I'm going to influence your mind in a moment. So stay there. You're going to see it later. And as always, we have here, and today, but we have a special guest also. We have Rachael Green, the mixologist, because happy Cinco de Mayo. We cannot have Cinco de Mayo without having a mixologist and having a yummy drink. And we're making a Michelada today. So you're going to learn how to do it. Stay tuned. I hope that she's on. We had some technical issues. Hopefully it will be resolved. If not, I'll make a Michelada. I'll try to. I don't know how to do it. That's why we have her.
Sure.
She's super funny. And of course, every week I'm joined by a huge talent, huge talent. He is joining me from Las Vegas. Hey Ryan, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Alan. Good to see you, my friend. How have you been?
I'm doing great. Beautiful days here, and I heard that Las Vegas is open again.
Oh boy, is it open? I mean, it's
Yeah.
not 100% open, and we still have the mask mandate and all that, but this town is packed. Like the airport's packed, every hotel is packed, the casinos are just packed. It's an hour and a half wait for the restaurants. You know, I know they're on
Really?
limited capacity, but they're still, I think, at 85% capacity or something. So it's busy.
Now
Vegas
you
is
said
happening.
mask mandate, but outdoors you don't have to. Just indoors.
Not outdoors. No,
Yeah.
you're
Okay. Okay.
no just inside. Yeah.
Now the big
But
shows are still not open.
right. Yeah, the big Cirque du Soleil shows and some of the other big celebrity headliner shows, you know, they're not open yet. But there's a lot of small showrooms that you know, can hold 200 or 300 people. You know, those are slowly starting to open. So there's a handful of great shows that are open already, but
Yeah.
the big anchor shows aren't here.
So
Yeah.
that's a great opportunity for the small shows to make money because they don't have to compete with the big shows now.
That's right. If they have a smart marketing team, they'll be hitting the ground running right now. Absolutely.
They should, they should. And
Hmm.
I heard a little something about you.
Yeah, where are you going with this? You told me you had something to say. I don't know if I
I
understand.
need to congratulate you that you are nominated for an Emmy Award
Ah,
for your PBS
yes.
special.
Yes, my 2020 PBS special just got nominated for an Emmy. It's my first Emmy, and thank you very much, Alan. Wow, it's very cool. You know that.
Hey,
Um,
listen, that's amazing. You're getting people
yeah.
applauding here. Really, you deserve it. That's
Oh
pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah, yeah,
Well,
that's
thank you. You know,
amazing.
and people who've seen me on this show, you know, me sitting in my rehearsal facility here at my piano by myself, that's a far cry from the big show with my full orchestra, you know, and 2,000 people in the audience, you know, and all that. And I know people can understand that, but you really don't get it unless you have seen that, you know. Like I would never let somebody see me sitting here at a piano by myself, unless they're already fans of the big show and understand, you know, the magnitude of it. But we're in
Yeah.
a different time right now, so if anybody wants to see that PBS special, they can find it, I'm sure. But yeah, it started broadcasting about a year ago, so people at PBS submitted it for an Emmy, and with all the many thousands of people who submitted, we got the nomination. So
That's
it's going to be
amazing.
exciting.
That's amazing, man. Hey,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Really.
Thank
That's so is there a place
Yeah.
where we can vote for you?
I'm going to find out how that works. I think voting isn't public to the people. I think you have to be a member of the Emmys or
Oh, okay.
something to vote. It's all done internally with the Academy, and all that. So,
Okay.
but
All right.
if in fact it requires voting, I will let you know. Yeah, the
For
award show is
sure.
going to be this summer sometime. I think, maybe even as late as September. But just learning all the details now.
All right.
So
So you can add to
thank
your
you very
resume
much.
Emmy nominee. There you go.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't take that away now. At least I got that. So
Okay.
it's fun
Good
just to be
stuff.
nominated. To win would be an absolute dream. So you can't hold on to that. But
What
it
an
would be
honor
fun.
to have you on here. And you're going to play for us later, okay? But
Yeah,
today is
for
Cinco
sure.
de Mayo, so happy Cinco de Mayo. And we cannot
Thank you.
start a good show without having with us, somebody to make a drink. We need to make a drink
Yeah,
here,
get a
no?
little. All right.
So
Yeah,
let's
happy hour always has a drinks.
exactly. So let me see if I can bring her in because she's on Zoom. So I want to see if I can bring her in. So let's welcome here our amazing mixologist, Rachael Green. So Rachael, let me see how I bring you in here. I know. Can you say
Hey,
hi?
everyone. Hey.
Let me see if we can. There you are, the magic. Okay.
Yay!
Woohoo!
We did it.
We
Can you hear
did
me?
it. Yes, I hear you.
Oh,
We
perfect. How's everyone doing?
great.
Love to see
Yes.
you guys. Say hey. Oh, I love a little party popper. So fun, so fun. Hello, everyone, and happy Cinco de Mayo. Today is a day full of amazing tacos and tequila drinks, margaritas, and of course, it wouldn't be Cinco de Mayo if you haven't, in fact, tried a michelada. So a michelada is a drink that was actually created down in Mexico, and it has a bunch of different amazing things in it. People go overboard with the amount of ingredients that are in it, but the original chelada was actually just beer with a little bit of salt and lime on the rim. A michelada is actually with a little bit of clamato juice. You have your Mexican lager, some lime, and then we have a chili lime rim here, which is called Tajín. It's actually a really awesome seasoning that you can pick up from the international aisle at any grocery store. And that's pretty much it. So you can add things like tamarind paste or chamoy if you know where to find it, and some other things as well, including Mexican candy that you can use as a straw. It's really, really fun as you can build along with it. But how many of you guys have actually tried a michelada before?
I've tried the michelada and I'm going to try one now. I bought all
Are
the
you making one
ingredients.
too?
Yes, I want to make one.
Yeah, love it. Can't wait to see it. We're gonna have to cheers here in a second. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start. I like to start with a little bit of lime juice. So I typically like to cut a lime between the on the equator instead of through the poles, is what I like to say with the limes. But I'm actually gonna cut through the poles this time. So you're gonna see a line right in the middle. And we're just gonna cut a couple of wedges, is what that particular type of cut of lime is. So a wedge is like a typical little garnish that you'll get. I'm gonna put a little cut right in the middle of one like that and set it aside. I'm gonna use that as my garnish. And then the other one, you can kind of cut into it a little bit so it can get a little juicy. And we're actually gonna use this lime and we are going to rim the side of our glass. So depending on what you like to do, in bartender land, we actually like to rim the outside of the glass as opposed to the inside, so that you don't get an overwhelming amount of salt or seasoning into the cocktail.
Am I doing it okay?
Huh?
Am I doing it okay? I have
Oh, it
my
looks beautiful. Oh, look at you up there.
I have my whole stand over here.
Oh, I love it. And then I'm just gonna roll this glass. So I'm gonna roll the side of it right into this Tajín powder, which is absolutely incredible. This is a chili lime salt. It's really incredible. If you end up getting this from the store or if you have it at home, you can use it on so many different things like cut watermelon, mango, any sort of fruit. It goes really, really well. So you can see I have this really awesome looking rim on the side. And you can also see I only have the rim on one side of the glass. So typically when I make drinks for other people, I'll include the rim for aesthetics. And some people will really go in on the rim and consume it. And some people won't. So having one side in and one side off, especially when you're making drinks for others, is not only aesthetically pleasing, but it also makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside, and I'm going to juice up the rest of this lime. So the other half or 3/4 of this lime, I'm just going to go ahead and put this lime top facing, or the outside of the lime facing up, and I'm just going to juice this right into the glass.
Can I just squeeze it?
Generally, after 2 of these wedges, you're going to get probably about 1/2 ounce of lime juice, which is perfect. If you already have lime juice at home, you can just measure out 1/2 of a lime, or a 1/2 ounce of lime juice, which is 1 tablespoon. All right, so we're going to go ahead and juice this up. Ooh, that's perfect. Okay, so that's going to add a nice acidity and freshness to it. I mean, how many of you guys have had a Corona or something with a lime in it, right? Adds this bright freshness to it. Also adds vitamin C and some other really awesome components. Okay, so then I'm just gonna do about 2 ounces, which is 4 tablespoons of Clamato juice. So Clamato juice is just tomato juice with clam juice mixed in with it. It adds this briny, salty freshness to it, as opposed to just using straight tomato juice. It adds an extra layer of freshness to it as well. You can, if you want to, add a little bit of ice. I like to add a little bit of ice to mine so it stays nice and cold. And then we're just gonna top this off here with our Mexican lager or Pilsner, whichever you choose. Woo, yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you here. Oh, you're using, what is that? 2X? La Rubia? What are you using?
I use Pacifico.
Oh, okay. I'm with
So Pacifico, I actually tried for the first time when I went down to Costa Rica, and I fell in love with it. So I actually use, even though it's a Mexican beer. And then we're just gonna take our little lime that has the little slice in the middle of it, and I'm just gonna set it right on the side of my glass. And here we have this michelada. Now, where can you drink something like this? Well, anywhere you'd have a beer, but for those of you that aren't big fans of Bloody Marys, this is the perfect beverage if you want something refreshing that's going to replenish a lot of minerals and electrolytes, like the morning after Cinco de Mayo. So not only is this a really good beverage for Cinco de Mayo, but it's also a really good beverage for the morning after, and also any weekend that you just want to have a nice and refreshing drink without going straight to just beer or having like a Bloody Mary or another type of cocktail. So for a low ABV beverage, this is really, really enjoyable, especially if you like something that's savory. You don't want something super sweet. For a mixed drink, this is absolutely perfect. So I highly recommend giving this a try if you have not tried it already. It's a great way. This is a very simple recipe. Everything that you need is actually from the store, from limes, Mexican lagers. My mouth is salivating. Limes, Mexican lagers, Clamato juice, and tahini. You can do with some of those extra things that I talked about if you want to. I'm sure you can go back and watch the replay. But this, my friends, is the way to do it. So cheers to you all, and happy Cinco de Mayo. Alan, thank you so much for having me back on again, and thank you for your patience with the Zoom and everything. Appreciate you so, so much. And I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing show and a great night. So cheers to you guys. I'm Rachel with Rach Green Cocktails, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon.
Thank you so much, Rachel. I'm having my drink. Arriba, abajo, al centro, y pa dentro. All right. That was.
I know that one.
You know that one, huh? This is great. I actually love it. It's really good. You guys should try it at home. It's super easy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Great, that's good. Now, Rachel, we play a game. Actually, before we play the game, I know that people are very excited. Ryan is nominated for an Emmy, so we can't wait to hear you play, Ryan. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Yes.
So first of all, we already getting comments here on YouTube. Congrats, Ryan. There you are.
Oh, thank you.
People are loving this. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Congrats, Ryan.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anybody out there wants to, they can go to ryanahern.com, and there's a clip of the show right there. So feel free to check it out.
Perfect. We'll put it also in the chat, and also on the comments below on YouTube, you can see the link to Ryan Ahern's website. All right.
Cool.
So Ryan, what do you have for us today?
Well, I wanted to play something. I'd like to contrast the show here a little bit. I got something slow and something fast for you. So something a little more
Mexican?
contemporary. You know, I was just had I been reminded that I would have played some Mexican music. Yeah.
Hey, you don't have a calendar? It's
Yeah,
Cinco
but
de Mayo.
I was so inundated with "May the Fourth be with you" yesterday that I didn't have any foresight into what was going on today.
That's true. That's true. All right,
buddy.
So let's hear you.
Yeah.
We can wait. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna start with a great song from Broadway. It's very famous. Everyone loves this song called "Memory" from Cats. Thank you very much. Yeah, a little Andrew Lloyd Webber there, Memory from Cats. Now, I wanted to play something a little more contemporary for you today. This is a great band called Maroon 5, and they had a very big #1 hit several years ago with a song called This Love. Hope you like it. Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, that was awesome. We love it. We love it.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're
and
welcome.
now it's time for the game we all been waiting for. Let me see. We're gonna bring in for this game our guest for today, Armando Anto. Let me just make sure that we are doing it correct because we had some technical issues. We're solving it because this is a live show. So let's make it happen. Let me bring you in. Armando, you are muted, by the way, so unmute yourself. Okay. And let me see. 1 second, Armando. I know it says Rachael, but Rachael couldn't join. So instead, we're going to make a little magic here. Let's see how we do it. Rachael, you are on Zoom there, but I cannot bring you from Zoom back now. So we're going to have to play it in a different way. So let me bring this. And I'm going to make myself disappear as well.
Ryan, you have a good looking arm.
Yeah, Ryan,
Thanks.
you're pretty big now there.
Yeah, man. I think that's
So,
going to play. That'll be
There
our
you
guest.
are. And hey, we're doing it all live. There you go. What's up, Armando? Welcome back. You are muted. We cannot hear you. This is great. Today we have all the technical issues in the world. Armando he went to look for his microphone. In the meantime, until he's back and he has his mic going, why don't you tell us what's the game about, Ryan? Explain to us the game,
Yes,
Two Lies
so-
and a Truth.
Oh, such a favorite game. Two Lies and a Truth, also known as the Liars Club. So this is a game where we're going to give you a word, a very unpopular word, a word you probably never heard of. It's a strange word that Alan's found in the depths of the English dictionary. And we're going to give you 3 definitions of that word, and only one of us is telling the truth, and the other 2, well, they're just full of it. So it's your job to guess, without Googling, by the way, it's your job to guess who is telling the truth. And I don't think there's a prize, like a vacation for 2 to Hawaii or
the prize
anything.
is
but,
when this game ends, that this will eventually end.
your prize is to not have to endure the game any further. Okay,
Yeah,
so
with
yeah,
the-
2 Lies and a Truth. Alan, why don't you tell us what the word of the day is?
So we are at the letter Y, and the word today is Yako. Yako.
Yakko.
Yes, Yako. Armando, you are still muted. You are muted, yes. Yeah. Are you cursing when you're muted? That's not nice. So look for the unmute button on the screen. It says your guest has muted themselves. All right. I need to make a t-shirt. Unmute yourself or something. And this is technology. This is the reality. All right. Ryan, why don't you start? What's the word
All
today?
right.
And what's
so
your answer?
Yakko. Now you'll find Yakko in the regular Webster dictionary, but you'll more than likely find this in what is called the slang dictionary. You know, the urban dictionary, because Yakko is in fact slang for the word disgusting.
Can you hear me now?
So if
Okay.
you say, you know, if you look over at something that's pretty gross, you say, that's the Yakko. You know, it's kind of a new use of the word, but Yakko is basically slang for disgusting. It means disgusting.
I didn't hear that much, by the way. I didn't hear that much. Okay.
Well, because you're home raising a baby, and the
Yeah,
rest of us are in
maybe.
urban areas.
Maybe.
Talking
And please
slang.
put in the chat what you think. Okay, put in the chat what you think. All right. So slang for disgusting. All right, that's gonna be that.
Yeah.
Armando.
No.
welcome.
So do you hear me now, finally?
Yes, finally.
All right. So hello, everybody. No, Yakao is not that at all. Yak is
No.
actually a bull from Tibet. Was discovered in the 1800s. And then cow, we all know what's a cow. So Yakao is actually a fusion of those 2 animals when you want to joke around or tell a fairy tale or anything. That's what a Yakao is.
So basically, you're saying that a yak and a cow fell in love. They made some love, and
Yes.
then what came out of that was a yakao. No, which is not
Yes,
this one, which
yes,
is
but
this one.
in his storybooks, of course, it doesn't exist. But that was
What do
you
you
can
mean
find
it
it in many
exists?
different stories. In many stories, it exists.
Okay, so it's an animal crossbred from male yak and domestic cow. Would that be your
Yeah.
definition? Okay.
Yes, started around 1800. Yes.
Okay. All right. So in 1800, a cow and a yak met, fell in love, and so on. All right. Wonderful. So let me tell you what it is. It's actually a variation of a Jewish name, Jacob. Jacob. In Hebrew, it's Yaakov. So back in the Spanish Inquisition, more than 500 years ago, the Jews were persecuted. So the new babies, they had to name them names that are not Jewish because they didn't want to know that they didn't want other people to know that they're Jewish. So instead of they created different names, and Yaakov is one of them, which was for Jacob. So that's what it is. Okay, that's what it is. So let me just put it up. There you go. A variation of the Jewish name Jacob. Yeah. So let's do this. Today we don't have the poll. We had also some kind of an issue with them. Actually, we have a poll from last week. So let me see if I can pull up the poll from last week. And you just vote not according to what it says, but according to the letter. So you have A, B, and C. So if you want A, okay, you vote for A, obviously. If you want B, you vote for B. So here is the poll is up. So pay attention. A is slang for disgusting. B is animal crossbred from male yak or domestic cow. If you're on YouTube, put it in the chat. C is a variation of the Jewish name Jacob. So let's see what you guys are putting here, and disregard what it says on Zoom on the actual poll. Just vote according to the letter. I think you guys understood it already. All right, so let's see what people are saying here on YouTube. Very good. Oh, we have here my friend Andres is joining us. Perfect. So apparently nobody as always believes me. I'm about to end the poll. So go ahead, vote. We have a tie between Ryan and Armando. So whoever didn't vote, just vote A, B, or C. A would be slang for disgusting, B, animal crossbred from male yak and a domestic cow, and C, a variation to the Jewish name Jacob. Okay. So Ryan, did you vote for yourself?
No, in fact, I'm not even logged in on Zoom today.
Okay. So Valerie Jett, our friend and loyal viewer, she's saying C. She believes me. Thank you so much, Valerie. Appreciate it. Okay. And Emily is saying that Armando is telling the truth. Emily likes you. Okay. All right. So the end. Oh, now I got more votes. All right. So I'm going to end the poll. There we go. Poll ended. I'm going to share the results. So according to people on Zoom, we have a tie between Ryan and myself. We have more votes than you, Armando. Less people believed you. Maybe it's because of your face. Nobody believes that face.
It's the accent. It's the accent.
It's the accent? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to tell you what's the right answer. Are you ready? The person telling the truth is no less than this guy next to me. Armando. He doesn't even know that he was saying the truth.
See, I
you
knew
didn't
it
even
from
tell
the
him
beginning.
he was having the truth? Wow.
No,
1800.
I didn't.
1800.
He wasn't even supposed to participate in this. I just texted him while you were playing, Ryan, and he just made it up. And but it's
That's
actually that's the truth.
That's how smart I am. That's
how
smart. Good I am.
That's the real answer. So a Yaakov
Yak
exists, by the way. It's not a mythical animal. It does exist, and it is.
Well, they really worked hard choosing that name, huh? They really went to the drawing board on that one. Yak cow.
Yeah.
So I win. We can say I won, right?
You won. You fooled everybody, Armando. You won. And we are very excited about this. We're going to be back with you in a moment. Before that, I'm going to influence people's mind on YouTube and Zoom at the same time. So stay tuned for Armando, which is coming up shortly after. Okay? So Armando, stay with us. And this time, do not disconnect your audio, please.
I will.
I know you will. All right.
All right.
All right. So now I promise. Let me look at the chat real quick here. So we have some friends. Perfect. Oh, Emily really loved when you played Maroon 5, Ryan. You have new fans over
Thank you
here.
very
This is
much.
great. Yeah, perfect. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to influence your mind. Let me just bring in here a different place where I prepare this. I want you to pay attention to the screen. This is going to be interactive, all right? And I'm going to try it. So there we are right now. Perfect. So you should see some balls. There you go, billiard balls. Okay? I want you to pay attention and choose any of the balls on the screen. Billiard balls, any of the balls. You got one? Actually, I'm going to make the logo disappear so you can also, if you want to choose from the corner, you can choose from the corner. It's your choice. You have so many balls to choose from. Choose one. Put your finger on that ball. Yes, you go ahead. Put your finger on that ball. Very good, Mark. Awesome. And now, I want you to go ahead and find the nearest 8 ball. The nearest black 8 ball. And when you found it, move your finger to that ball. All right? So now you should have your finger on an 8 black ball. Now go ahead and search for the nearest blue number 2 ball. The nearest blue number 2 ball, make sure it's the nearest one. And once you found it, move your finger to that one. All right. Now I don't know which one you have your finger on, but I want you to search for the closest green number 6 ball. Go ahead. Search for the closest one. Make sure it's the closest one, and then move your finger to that one. You got it? Perfect. Follow along. And last step. Now look for the closest yellow number 1 ball. The closest yellow number 1 ball. And then move your finger to that one. Perfect. And once you did that, let me see. I have a feeling, and it can be, we have so many balls here, it can be any of these. But I said I'm going to influence your mind to choose the one that I wanted. And I think that you are having your finger right now on this one here. If I got it right, go ahead. Yes, we got it right. Perfect. If it worked for you, put it in the comment. I would love to see it. For those of you who are joining us live, put it in the comment. Awesome. Good. We have, let me see here. Ricardo, thank you. Very nice of you. Yes. I try to bring new stuff all the time. I appreciate it. All right. Good stuff. I hope it worked for you. I want to see also in the chat here on Zoom. Let's see. Did it work for you? Mark, did it work for you? Yeah? Perfect. All right. And where's Sheila? Sheila, just see your window. All right. Sure did. August, you got it. Perfect. Good stuff. Hey, if you are joining us on YouTube, thank you very much. Please hit the subscribe button, okay, if you enjoying the show. If you're not enjoying the show, practice hitting the subscribe button, all right? And then ring the bell. There you go. Put a comment. We would love to hear where you're joining from. If it's your first time joining, put first, all right? We would love that. I think that Armando is completely out. Ryan, are you there?
Yeah, buddy. I'm here enjoying the show.
All right, Ryan.
All right, buddy. We made it.
Managed to finish it.
Yeah.
That was good.
Funny.
All right, Ryan. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. We are coming back in 2 weeks. We have a special guest. Who we have next week? I actually forgot what we have next week. Oh, we have an amazing, she's a singer, Ella. She's a vocalist. It's going to be the first time we have a vocalist. We never had a vocalist.
Yeah. Right.
So
that sounds
hopefully
good.
her microphone is really good. Like yours.
Where does she live?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, she's in
She's in
Vegas.
Atlanta,
Bring her.
I think she's in
Okay.
Atlanta. Okay.
All right, we'll fly her out to Vegas, and I'll make sure the studio's ready for her here.
Oh, that's a good idea. We'll fly her to Vegas.
We got the budget for that?
No, this is your budget. But if you want us to have
Alright,
some
I'll fly
budget, hey, you're
Alright.
more than welcome to help us with maybe you want to contribute something like support. You can go to alanchamo.com/support. Just hit or give us a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel. That also helps. You know? Awesome. All right, Ryan.
All right.
Thank you everybody for joining us.
All right.
It was a
everybody.
fun show, even though we had a little glitches, but we
makes it
still had fun. That's the idea. It's casual. We're joining from all over the world. My name is Alan Chamo. Ryan, take it away.